Now, from your Weather Authority, Chief Meteorologist Wayne Hart.
For the second week in a row, we have a late night severe weather threat. Fortunately, it's just a marginal one, but still a night you'll want to have your weather radio ready to go in case we do get a warning sometime after 2 a.m. So there's a lot to talk about. We'll start with the severe storm alert. It's a marginal level 1 out of 5 risk south of I-64 from 2 o'clock in the morning until 8 tomorrow morning. And the main threat may turn out to be large hail based on some of the new data coming in. And of course, for hail to be severe, it needs to be the size of a quarter or larger. That would warrant a warning. Now, isolated damaging winds are also possible, and a brief spin-up tornado can't be ruled out. So we'll talk about that in more detail here in just a moment. But boy, what a nice afternoon it was. We had the spotty light rain this morning, and then the sun came out. Temperatures soared into the low to mid 60s, and some of our southeastern counties will be in that ballpark again for a while tomorrow morning before that cold air begins to move back on in. But live first warning Doppler still dry in the immediate tri-state area, but the storms are firing over northern Arkansas. These did have some warnings on them earlier, but they have weakened a little bit, but that's the leading edge of the shower and thunderstorm activity that's going to come up from the southwest and begin to push into our area at around 2 a.m. Earlier today, we had the light rain in the morning and the sun broke out. Turned out to be a really nice afternoon, and even though the clouds had moved back in this evening, it feels like a spring evening out there as we stay dry, and the temperature has been hanging in the low 50s for much of the evening. Our current temperature right now is sitting at 50. We're down to 50 degrees. Humidity is pretty high. We're north of the warm front with a north-northeast wind at around 5, and temperatures are generally, well, there's a range out there. 44 in Vincennes, Princeton's 52, or 50 in Evansville, but 58 in Greenville and Calhoun. But let's look at the dew points because they're critical in severe weather. The dew point is an indicator of how much moisture is in the air, and the more moisture you have, the more fuel you have for storms. And generally, to get severe weather, you need dew points in the 50s. We've got that. To get a tornado, you normally need a dew point of at least 60 degrees, and we don't have that. We're generally in the low 50s. I think the dew point in Tell City is running too high. So that's a good sign that there's not quite enough moisture there for a significant tornado threat. Hail could certainly be in play, maybe a little bit of wind, but if we keep those dew points down where they are now, hopefully it's not going to be that much of an issue overnight in terms of a lot of severe weather. Fog is also a concern. Northern fringe of the tri-state, dense fog advisory, where Vincennes is under half a mile of visibility. That fog could creep just south of the White River, but that's going to be mainly a concern for the northern fringe of our area. So the storms are now breaking out to our southwest ahead of that developing area of low pressure that's going to be shooting right over top of us first thing in the morning, and that's going to help at least create that upper level support. But we need that instability with that low level moisture, and we may not get quite enough. The Storm Prediction Center still a marginal threat south of 64. They did increase it to a slight risk down to our southwest, but we're still in that level 1 threat that will be pretty much over with by around 8 a.m. as that line moves away to the east during the morning. So here's an updated future tracker. 2 a.m. storms coming in from the southwest. By 4 a.m. they are area wide, but I think a lot of this is going to be what I call an elevated storm. So hail would be the big concern here. The instability will still be farther down to the south, but closer to daybreak, that instability could get a little bit higher. So again, a little damaging wind, maybe a brief spin-up tornado. Higher chances the farther south you go, but we do see improvement as the sun is coming up. These storms begin to push away to the east. Any threat should be over with by 8 a.m., but the scattered rain will continue through the rest of the day. Morning highs, a big range, 49 Fairfield, 54 Evansville, 63 Owensboro, near 70 in our southeastern counties, but then temperatures falling into and through the 40s in the afternoon. The last of the rain pulling out of Evansville around 4 o'clock, and then we're just left with cloudy skies, back to a gray, wintry-like day Friday. A few flurries, highs in the upper 40s. Sunshine is back for the weekend with near normal temperatures around 40 degrees. Rainfall amounts look to be in the 1 to maybe 2 inch range. Our future tracker model has Evansville around 1.25 inches, but where you see these shades of blue, that's about 1 inch to 1.5 inches of rain across the area. So the showers and storms move in after 2 a.m., 46 to 50. The storms end early, but the scattered rain continues into the afternoon as it turns windy and colder. Morning highs, 49 Fairfield, Chesterfield, 70 to the southeast, 50s here in the metro. Scattered rain ends late tomorrow. Cloudy, a few flurries Friday. Sunshine back for the weekend. 41 Saturday, 50 Sunday, and Martin Luther King Day, another weather-aware day for mainly rain and a high of 56.
All right.